Stay right here. You're locked in on Heart of Ohio Sports.
From the game to online, Bascom Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Bascom Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Bascom Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Bascom Communications for more information.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to Frost County Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio. It's week 8, and we've got 4-3 Calvert Senecas playing host to the 4-2 Woodmore Wildcats in our matchup of the week here at Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme. Good evening. My name's Dominic Helmstetter. Joining me tonight, I've got my good friends Zach Dillon, Connor Roush, and Jacob Ellis. Welcome, gentlemen.
We're back home. We're back. We're back at Frost County Stadium.
Absolutely. There you can see them right there on the TV screen. Calvert Senecas. It is homecoming week for the Senecas, alumni week. It's a big old party here in Tiffin, Ohio. So let's get right into it. First, we need to make sure we thank all of our sponsors here. You're watching our Xcaray Mexican restaurant pre-game show, but we want to thank so many more. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Red Line Lawn Care LLC, Little Hugo's, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser Tribune, Pioneer Seed by Wanady Seed Service, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Klaus Electric, Drawn to the Surface, Bascom Communications, and the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. Thank you very much for continuing to support Heart of Ohio Sports. All right, Mike Lento, head coach of the Calvert Senecas right there, and getting ready to see the Woodmore Wildcats charge out onto the field, wearing those white jerseys here. All right, Zach, let's talk about it. Tonight's matchup, two very competitive SBC teams, Calvert, Woodmore. Calvert comes in with a very balanced offense led by Tucker Coleman. They've got a strong receiving core, including people like Logan DeMoss, John Schumacher, Carter Wolf. And then on the other side, Woodmore. They bring a very powerful rushing attack, spearheaded by Landon Rich, who is over 1,100 yards already. Okay, a very ground and pound type of team here. So let's talk Woodmore, Zach. This dominating rushing attack led by Landon Rich. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy, indeed, Dom. These guys run the football first. They run the football well. Your boy that you just said, Rich, he's rushing about 7 yards a clip.
That's it.
That's really good at the high school level. He is got a similar amount of sample size if we're looking across the board to Warnament. But again, they have good numbers on the rushing grade. Credit to that offensive line who's been playing really well too.
And you can see the two teams down there. Woodmore deferred the coin toss, so Calvert, they're going to get the football first here tonight. Zach, let's talk a little bit about Calvert. Very versatile passing game. Can they keep up with Woodmore's rushing attack, though?
Well, they're led by freshman Tucker Coleman, first year in the system, and he has been playing well. They do not shy away from that passing game. We have him right there. Looking at the quarterback comps, between Calvert and Woodmore. Their QBR just about the same. Their completion percentage just about the same, 53% for Calvert, 55% for Woodmore. Yards per game, Calvert, they'll throw the ball a little bit more, about 30 yards a game more. And attempts, they have them outmatched by almost 50. TD ratio, 6-5 for Calvert, 2-1 for Woodmore. So a little bit more volume for Calvert, but the quarterback's pretty evenly matched.
All right, we are away, and here we go. A strong return by the Senecas as they cross the 40-yard line here. And we'll get a chance to take a look at that balanced attack you were just describing there, Zach. And should be a really fun contest here. Of course, our keys to the game brought to you by UIS Insurance and Investments. And I'm hearing a lot about that line of scrimmage on defense for the Calvert Senecas and on offense for Woodmore. But this passing attack, who's going to be the better quarterback tonight?
Well, again, it's going to be who can do enough to stop the other team's strengths. I mean, these guys are yin and yang. If you think about passing versus running, they have similar offensive clips. It's just, again, let's see what they can do on the offensive side of the ball for Calvert. Can they do enough?
All right, Coleman from the shotgun slings it. He's got his wide open man, number 10, Logan DeMoss.
Yeah, this is a great route. Man beater corner. Playing off the ball, you run a curl right at him, so he's taking those steps back. Easy completion.
First down, first down Senecas on that nice pitch and catch. So Coleman starting off the night in rhythm. We like to see that. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Calvert already across midfield. Going to toss it there to DeMoss. Looked like he may have held up and thrown it, but otherwise he got tossed to the ground, short gain.
I would have liked to see that bounce maybe outside. Good job by the defense. It was number 7 for Woodmore. That's Michael Seeger. You're seeing him a lot tonight. I'm sure he's their second option at the running back position. And he was able to get off of his block and kind of blow that play up. That should have been taken way outside around the end. That's why they call it an end around down.
Yeah, Seeger, 28 tackles, 2 interceptions, and a defensive touchdown on the season so far. So a guy you'll hear about a lot. A botched snap, it's on the ground. Woodmore close to it, but Calvert dives in there. Let's see who holds on to the football.
I don't know, Dom. I think
Woodmore says they've got it. Yeah, Wildcats are signaling they've got it.
Take a look on the replays. Bad snap or miscommunication. Let's see.
And it's Woodmore.
It looked like a direct snap to the running back. I don't know if that was on purpose or not, but he wasn't expecting it, and now we're going to take a look at this offense.
Fumble recovery, Woodmore, and they've done a pretty good job with those turnovers on the night. We were talking about their turnover ratio in pregame. They've got 8 takeaways. Make that 9 takeaways on the season there for the Wildcats.
And that's going to be the one place I think that Woodmore has the edge, or either team has an edge really, is in that turnover game.
All right, that's going to be Cole Patridge with the carry. Get things started off for the Wildcats.
Just speaking a little bit more to that, meaning the Wildcats, they'll get about twice as many turnovers than they have giveaways. Calvert, they're up there kind of even at 8-8, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's going to be about turnovers in this game and capitalizing off of them.
All right, going to hand it off to Landon Rich, the bell cow back for the Wildcats. And it's going to bring up 3rd and short for Woodmore.
Rich is a big guy. He's 6 foot 190. And he plays running back like he does the defensive side of the ball in the linebacker position. I mean, he is downhill. He does not turn the ball over, and he is a strong runner.
One of the top runners in the SBC from what I've seen.
He is junior captain.
Not bad. Got another year of him. Got to feel good. All right, 3rd and 4 from the 46-yard line here after Woodmore scoops up a fumble recovery moments ago. See if they can convert, looking to pass. Overthrows the intended receiver. That'll bring up 4th down for Woodmore.
Take a look at the replay here. They don't throw the ball often. They're selective when they do it. The one-on-one route, and that was just a floater that never found its target.
Lipstraw, he only throws the ball about 5 times a game, or let me say connects 5 times a game. So that definitely not one of them. So it's 4th and 4 for Woodmore as looks like they're going to be forced to punt the ball away.
If you're running a slant route like that, that needs to be a quick hitter. You need to put that ball right at the numbers It's a 3-step drop and kind of lobbed that one in. Lucky it wasn't intercepted.
Bounces, DeMoss grabs it and hits the turf, avoiding contact there. So Calvert, they're going to get the ball, it's right around the 13-yard line or so. And let's see if they can make something of the second opportunity.
So thankful the defense was able to make a stop there off of the turnover. Coach Mike Lento.
Lento, of course, the head coach over at Lakota before coming over here to Calvert, implementing a new season. And a lot of promise still. As they if they win out, they kind of choose what the playoffs are going to look like here. So bad snap, and he's going to be tackled in the end zone. No, they're going to say he's right inside the 1-yard line. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Things just not going well.
Yeah, bad snap. Lucky they're able to get that forward progress right there at the 1. He's able to get out.
Lucky he didn't get a safety on that one, as you see the replay there. Bad snap on that one. They fumbled it on the first drive here. Kind of a rough start for the hometown Senecas. All right, they're on the half-yard line here. It is 2nd and 22. And a flag on the field. And we're here in timeout Calvert. So we'll take a quick timeout. We'll be right back here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
Back to Tiffin, Ohio here. And you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. I want to make sure that we thank all of our sponsors here at Heart of Ohio. Moments ago, we had our timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore. Calvert, their first timeout of the half here. They're looking at a 2nd and 22 after a bad snap. And there you go, Coleman going deep in. Oh, he's got it. They've got it. DeMoss, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Calvert. Oh, my goodness, what a catch by number 10, Logan DeMoss.
And look how wide open he gets. We'll go back to the replay. Just on the outside, in stride, great pitch and catch. Man, DeMoss, talk about mossing those defenders.
99 yards. Mossed them is right, Zach.
And so this is maybe an instructive moment when we talk about what happens when you have an aggressive defense. There's a reason they get so many turnovers. They play aggressive in the secondary. And right there, it came back to bite them. 2 defensive backs tried to jump the route. They had it. Couldn't come down with the football. Mistimed it maybe a little bit. And this one is going to result in 7.
PAT up and good. 7-0 for the Senecas after a 99-yard touchdown catch by Logan DeMoss.
Let's go back to that replay one more time. And again, they run into each other trying to undercut that route. That ball, not great, but finds its way into the waiting hands of DeMoss, and that's a gift.
Yeah. And you mentioned that in pregame, Zach. Their defense, okay, very 50-50, especially their defensive backs. They're ball hawks. They go after it, a lot of turnovers, but you see the result of the flip side right there on that play.
Yeah, when you get aggressive and you teach that aggressiveness, it is risk versus reward. You're going to get the turnovers. You're going to get the pass breakups and deflections, but you're also going to get that kind of blown coverage or or mistakes on the outside like you saw there. You're also going to get a lot of penalties. So it's just kind of the drawbacks that go with having an aggressive defense.
7-0 Seneca's over the Wildcats on homecoming weekend here in the first quarter of play. And let's see if their defense can come out. And Calvert's defenses look pretty good so far this season. And see if they can hold Woodmore at bay. Nice return there for Woodmore up to the 35-yard line. And we'll get a look at this offense for the Wildcats. Of course, the first time the Wildcats were out on the field, they had to kick the ball back to the Senecas, and, well, touchdown Senecas. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for Woodmore here. Of course, keep an eye on number 9, Landon Rich. 1,100 yards on the season, the bell cow back for the Wildcats. Gets a lot of carries in. Averages about 7 yards a night. And here we go. It's number 20, the fullback, Cole Potteridge. He's going to be taken down after a nice little gain. Potteridge, that's the second time. They started by going to him in the first drive. They went back to him here in the second drive.
Again, you change of pace back. Give Landon Rich a little bit of a breather.
Second and 4 from the 41 here for Woodmore. Potteridge gets the ball again, this time stopped by the Seneca defensive line.
A good job not being fooled by the window dressing. You saw that Rich hit the flat hard like it was going out for either a bad snap or a pass or whatever it is, but you hand that ball right off to the fullback underneath. You're trying to kind of get him looking. Not fooled there, or the Senecas.
Big third down coming for the Seneca defense. They want to, of course, they want to stop Woodmore again and get the ball back, especially when their offense did so much last time. So let's see what they can come up with. Ooh, yep, they caught him. Hard count, got the Senecas offsides.
That's going to be number 66, Connor Moyer. Yeah, these guys play both. See all the stickers on the helmet.
And that's a huge one there as it results in a first down for Woodmore. He knew it too. Now to be 1st and 10 from the 47. Woodmore getting close to that midfield range. 6:50 left in the first quarter here.
Make sure you
Tiffin,
come up and
Ohio.
say hello to me.
Tossing it to Rich. Rich on the left side. Kicks it out after a nice little gain. Second down for Woodmore.
And toss out to the left side to get 2 lead blockers trying to clear the way. Good job by the Seneca's defense, not getting pushed off spots, getting off blocks and finally getting them out of bounds.
And that was something we talked about with our keys to the game, the defensive line of the Senecas. How are they going to match up against a very strong rushing attack here for the Wildcats? 2nd and 5 from the 48 here for Woodmore. Got that I formation. Giving it to Rich right up the middle. Patient, first down and more. There he goes inside the 40-yard line. First down, Landon Rich.
And he is just a guy that wears on a defense. He does not go down easy. He's able to slip off those arm tackles. You got to hit him hard, and you got to hit him low.
They run the ball 160 times this season, and you kind of see why. Patience like that picks up the nice yardage, lets his blockers do the work. Rewarded with a first down. 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wildcats are driving. Calvert has a 7-0 lead. Giving it to number 20, Cole Potteridge, and he just plows his way forward for a couple yards.
Once again, so this is a staple of this offense, it looks like so far. It is this fake toss look, the fullback dive. So again, you're sending Rich out there to the flat like you're going to throw him the ball or you're going to pitch him the ball. That fullback is able to sneak right up underneath, and then you're able to rush it 5, 6, 7 yards a clip with Rich there on the outside when you do want to give him a pull guard, get someone out there in front.
2nd and 7 from the 35. It's going to be Rich off to the left side, hit behind the line, taken down.
Good job by the defensive end, number 57, Cameron Badgett. Let's take a look at this. He gets off of that block easy. He reads it. Yeah, Cam Badgett, good job.
Somebody we haven't heard much of here, number 7, Michael Seeger. He just came into the game on the offense, that is, a moment ago there. 2nd leading rusher for Woodmore. Let's see if he gets anything going here. You see him in the middle of the screen right there. This time they're going to pass. Rolls it to the right. Knocked off his hands. Incomplete. They got lucky on that one, Zach. Anytime you see the ball just go straight up in the air, defensive coaches they can't wait for those moments.
Lots of velocity coming off of that ball, unlike that first pass attempt we saw.
Yeah, Calvin Lipstraw 0 for 2 tonight.
Well, I think any wide receiver is going to tell you, hey, if it hits you in the hands like that, you got to bring it in.
That's 4th and 6 after the incomplete pass. And Woodmore looks like they're going to keep their offense down there and see what they can do. All right, timeout for Woodmore. We're going to take a timeout here. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports, and we'll be right back.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your local homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Keep it locked in. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Welcome back to Frost Countowl Stadium. It is 4th down and 6 from the 34-yard line. Woodmore going to punt the ball away after a quick timeout. Just get it away, and looks like a good one there as they're going to grab the ball inside the 5. And DeMoss, kind of a dangerous catch right there off the bounce.
Good special teams play there from Ish Nagy. Chasing down Amos. Again, I think in that kind of situation, I would always prefer the punt returner to kind of let it go.
Yeah.
Picking it up off of the bounce can be so unpredictable, and especially when defenders are right on top of you like they were that time, that can result in disaster. And so, I mean, lucky he was able to bring it in, but
they hit him immediately.
You almost want to take that chance that it goes into the end zone rather than just save those 2 or 3 yards.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 6-yard line for the Senecas here. And it looks like it's going to be a handoff. Was that Warneman? Yep, you got it, Cal Warneman with the carry.
And they ran that like a read option, so I will not be surprised when the quarterback, Tucker Coleman, pulls that eventually. He just has that long delayed handoff, and he's riding it out with his running back. One of these times, once he feels that edge defender crashes too hard, he's going to pull that and run for probably 10 yards.
2nd and 4 from the 12-yard line after a Warneman run. Gets it again right up the middle. We're going to be stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, take a look at that. I've never seen that from a defense. Holding hands, getting that signal in.
We huddled up in my day. I don't know. This is new.
Your captain Sear and Walpner, the only ones I think getting then the sign from the sidelines and relaying that to the rest of the defense.
3rd and 3 from the 13. Coleman looking to pass, knocked away, incomplete. That'll bring up a big 4th down for the Senecas.
Number 20, Cole Portridge coming off the edge. Untouched, he's able to get up on that ball.
Coleman unable to convert there for the Senecas. They're going to have to punt the ball away deep in their own territory. 4th and 3 from the 13-yard line. And you see they've got Seeger back deep. Low snap blocked at the line. Woodmore going to hop on the ball right there about the 23-yard line. Great field position after a solid special teams play by the Wildcats.
Yeah, Woodmore playing what I like to call sustainable football. They are playing well on special teams, well on defense, and their run game is moving. They haven't converted all the way yet, but it will come. You got to keep playing like this. You know, you had one mistake on the defensive side of the ball, but nothing to be concerned about from the Wildcats.
Wildcats having a good night there. They blocked the punt and got great field position here. They've got a fumble recovery. Now all they need to do is get the offense going and punch in for a score, and they might be able to do that here with a short field. And they're going to give it to their bell cow, number 9, Landon Rich, right up the middle for a short gain.
Look at all that traffic created there up front. That was 57 and 53. Cameron Bajan again and Ethan Bauer respectively, but they're just muddying up all of that stuff inside. So as the running back, Rich, you need to bounce that upside, or the offensive play calling is going to start to change if that keeps happening.
2nd and 8 from the 21-yard line. We're inside the 2-minute marker here in the first quarter from Frost Cownell Stadium. As they go deep, intercepted. And he dropped it. Kimmett had it in his hands. Are they giving it to him?
I didn't see the drop there, Tom.
I think they got it, yeah.
I mean, Kimmett, this was a gift. Look at this. This ball underthrown. Yeah.
Yeah, he held on to it. Interception for Calvert. Xavier Kimmett coming up big. And Senecas get the ball back.
So here's your first real mistake on offense, and it comes once again to that kind of lofting of the pass. You got to put that ball on him. Lipstraw just is not playing quarterback position right now with a sense of urgency.
Yeah, he's having a rough night. He's 0 for 3 tonight with an interception. That's not the kind of passing stat line that you want to have.
2nd interception on the year.
1st and 10 from the 3-yard line here. Coleman looking to pass, slings it. He's got a man knocked down at the line. It looked like Wolf was the intended receiver. Had him, too, if they would have been able to connect.
Yeah, they run that tight end pop right over the middle, 5 yards deep. You're just trying to give yourself a little bit more space so you can broaden that offense up. But again, this defense for Woodmore has been good.
Second and 10 from the 3-yard line here for Calvert. Need to get a little breathing room after getting a key interception from Xavier Kimmett moments ago. Coleman looking to pass, and it's going to be knocked down, I believe, incomplete. And again, Wolf, the intended receiver.
That is a dangerous play call. You're running a slot. You're running that bubble screen out to the left side. When you're bubbling into your own end zone, I mean, that can be disastrous. And especially there when the defense gets right on him. Adley Anstead, I mean, was there. So if he does make that catch, I mean, that's a safety.
3rd and 10 from the 3-yard line. And, you know, you were talking earlier, this is a very hawkish defense. I'm surprised they didn't try to jump that route.
And I think you're right. I think Anstead kind of let that ball get to the receiver. He could have jumped it. 3 passes in a row here.
Coleman under pressure, steps up, tosses it. Has DeMoss incomplete, though. 4th down, Calvert.
Let's take a look here, because he puts a defensive end in the spin cycle. Number 60 coming off the edge. Loss steps up, makes a great throw over the middle. Wolf just unable to bring it in.
Yeah, DeMoss was right where he needed to be to get first down yardage, just not able to hold on to the football. So as it stands, 4th and 10 from the 3-yard line. Calvert offense unable to do anything with the Xavier Kimmett gift.
This is an important punt.
Of course, the last one was tipped at the line. This one nearly tipped to get it away. And it's going to be number 7, Michael Seeger, with the return. He's going to be taken down right around that 28-yard line. So really, they get the ball back right about where they were last time before they threw the interception.
Yeah, clean slate, good defense played. 3 pass attempts in a row from Calvert, and really only the 3rd had a solid shot.
Yeah, Woodmore defense, great stop. Now they usually give up about 21 points a night, so this is a huge deal for the Wildcats. Now their offense, they got to get going. They usually score 24, fumble, as the quarterback, Calvin Lipstraw, jumps on it. Their offense usually scores about 24 a night, and so far, Senecas have shut them out. Yeah, Lipstraw just pulled out too quick and unable to hold on to that ball. 2nd and 13 from the 32. Lipstraw looking to pass the ball. He's got him. Number 7, Michael Seeger, touchdown, Wildcats. No mistakes there as Seeger scores for the first time tonight.
Dom drops an all-timer. Quarterback here. Lipstraw drops a dimer right over the top. Play action pass, boot out to the left side, throws across his body, and then just got behind the defense. See if we can even this one up here with the PAT.
All right, PAT is up, and it's good. It's 7-7 here from Tiffin, Ohio, as the Wildcats tie the score.
From the game to online, Baskin Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Baskin Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Baskin Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Baskin Communications for more information.
Welcome back to Frost Countout Stadium here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Tonight's homecoming matchup tied 7-7 after the Wildcats just punched it in with a nice pitch and catch to number 7, Michael Seeger.
X-Cray Mexican Restaurant is a staple in the Tiffin community. Stop in and check out their new look menu with some delicious new items you have to try for yourself, including the birria pizza. Gather your friends, go get some queso. Dom, you deserve it. Treat yourself to the best.
Thank you.
X-Cray Mexican Restaurant, located in the Tiffin Mall. X-Cray Mexican Restaurant, your flavorful escape to authentic Mexican dining.
They've got some excellent ramen noodles, too. I don't know if you ever tried those.
I've not even talking about it.
Yeah. Nate sings about it. So, here we go. Senecas take it from deep. DeMoss, he's got space. One man to beat. And he goes right by. 30, 20, 10, and touchdown, Senecas.
Oh, my goodness. He found the hole. He hit it hard, Dom. All the way back. This is phenomenal. This is exactly what you want to see on a kick return. Let's check out the replay.
Oh, man.
Just untouched.
Look at that from the 2-yard line.
The gray sees part, makes one man miss there, and just, man, credit to the blockers there on special teams because they were able to create that funnel, get their backs towards the inside of the field, position themselves in between the defender and the ball carrier's lane, and you just let your athletes be athletes. I mean, he hit that full steam ahead.
Logan DeMoss is having himself one of those nights. 99-yard touchdown catch, a 98-yard touchdown return. Is saying his knee was down. This is kind of bizarre. I don't know if we've got the replay on that one. The PAT attempt. Check this out.
So it's a low snap, and the holder, he's saying, all right, this is a dead play, so he's going to try. Now the problem is, well, see, I guess what the ruling there must be is that he came out of that stance, because again, you start with your knee on the ground. The play's not dead, so he came out of that stance and then got back down trying to recover the football.
I don't think I've seen one of these before, Zach.
Oh, I don't think that play's dead, but I'm not an official.
Yeah, that seemed like a very quick call. Holder, low snap, bounced off the turf. As soon as he touched it, they said he kneeled it down. No?
Your Legacy Federal Credit Union has been part of the community for 70 years. They are delighted to provide a personal touch to an often impersonal industry with a focus on respect and member satisfaction while caring for your financial needs. Stop in at Your Legacy, located at 25 Schaefer Park Drive in Tiffin. Your community, your legacy. Federally insured NCUA. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your community, your legacy.
There we go. 18 seconds left in the first quarter from Frost Cownell Stadium, and it's been an exciting one as the Senecas have a 99-yard touchdown and a 98-yard kick return touchdown. That's where your 13-7 comes from. Ooh, kind of a... Oh, it's a live ball, isn't it? Kind of a bizarre kick. That should have been a live ball. Flag is on the field, though. Wow. Okay, so the up man for Woodmore touched it. Calvert jumped on it, but they said flag on the field, so it's against Calvert. They're going to push them back, and we're going to try this again, I guess.
Yeah, illegal procedure, I believe, is the call there.
So it's a second penalty for Calvert tonight, and kind of cost them a possible turnover there.
A definite turnover. I mean, that was Calvert's ball at the 40-yard line, and you get a guy leaving a little too early, that's what happens.
There you go, number 27-ish Nagy going the wrong way. So he's going to be hit, and dropped.
Good special teams play here on the outside. Who is that?
A couple of them.
38. Who is it? Right here. 20. That might be Warnerman, actually, on the outside.
3 seconds left here in the first quarter. 13-7. Senecas over the Wildcats. Wildcats get the ball at the 32-yard line after a short return from number 27-ish Nagy. All right, this will be the last play of the quarter here for Woodmore. Going to give it to number 9, Landon Rich. He's going to be dropped at the line of scrimmage. Zeros on the clock. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be back with the second quarter.
Stay right here. You're locked in on Heart of Ohio Sports.
From the game to online, Bascom Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Bascom Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Bascom Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Bascom Communications for more information.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here at Frost Cownell Stadium in Tiffin, Ohio. We've got the Calvert Senecas 13, the Woodmore Wildcats 7. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon here on the call on the Extreme. And we've got a 2nd and 9 coming up for the Wildcats. Pitch it to number 9, and flag on the field there is Landon Rich getting ready to turn it up. And it might be a false start on Woodmore's. Yep, the false start on Woodmore. They're going to push that back and try it again. So instead of a nice 2nd and 9, now looking at 2nd and 14 here to start the second quarter. Of course, the Wildcats, their lone score of the half, came compliments of number 7, Michael Seeger, who caught a 32-yard touchdown catch in the first quarter. There you go. Landon Rich off to the right side, cuts it back in. He's got space. Across the 50, nothing but green for Seeger. 10-5, touchdown Wildcats.
I can't remember the last time I've seen a game with 2 kick return touchdowns. The scoring is coming in bunches here, Dom.
Oh, mercy. Check this out. Number 9, Landon Rich, and woof, he's gone. Touched once.
Exactly. It was in a response to the kick return touchdown is what I meant to say. But, again, the big plays back-to-back. I mean, this is an exciting game.
No question. All right, you're talking about, 30 seconds? We've got a 98-yard touchdown return, and then you've got a 72-yard touchdown run. PAT is up and good, which means Woodmore has a 14-13 lead over Calvert. But, ooh, what a crazy 30 seconds of play here, Zach. That missed PAT could loom large as we move through the rest of this football game. Of course, we saw that with Seneca East last week here on the Extreme, as a PAT was critical, forcing the Seneca East to try to get fancy at the end, and ultimately it cost them the game.
Some scores from across the area. This one's crazy. Gibsonburg in the second quarter up 41-0. They put up 34 in the first.
Goodness, who are they playing?
They are playing Dom Willard, Crimson Flashes.
Oh, that's a tough one right there. Yeah. All right. Look, our 3 touchdowns tonight: 99 yards, 98 yards, 72 yards. How's that for you?
I mean, that is crazy. I mean, the big plays, they're coming in bunches, and that just happens from doing the little things right. That is executing when you have the ball. That is executing to the perfect degree.
And Woodmore ran the exact same play that they were going to run before the penalty on the field. They just ran it back, and boy, did it work. 1st and 10. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 for somebody. Wait for the kickoff here. All right, Woodmore kicking it back. Short, knocked around, and Calvert's going to snuggle up next to that football. They're going to take it back and see if offense can do something, Zach.
Yeah, 1st and 10 for somebody, almost with the Wildcats' way. That ball, again, just skipping in, not quite an onside, just a squib kick. Maybe it was a designed onside kick, actually. I don't know.
I think it was Luke Van Det who got close to that one, held on to it. Calvert football, 1st and 10 from the, where's the official? 48, 38, 38? Yeah, 48.
Got a shoe emergency.
Explain that spotting to me here, Zach, because I feel like my eyes are playing tricks on me. Nothing? All right. Well, hey, 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Coleman gives it to Warnerman. He's got space, 50. Look at him, 45. Into the 40. He's still going, still moving. Oh, my goodness, he won't go down. Wow, number 27, Cal Warnerman. Great run, 1st down, Senecas.
Man, this is a busted counter play. You're going to pull your backside guard and tackle, come across the formation, but he's able to just sneak right through. Gate the outside, broken tackle, keep your feet moving. Center of gravity low, and man, Cal Warnerman. It's going to take an army to bring him down.
No question. 1st and 10 from the 35-yard line for the Senecas after a great run by number 27, Cal Warnerman. See if they can continue this momentum. Coleman tosses it to Warnerman. Takes it off to the left side, knocked down for a short gain, if any. Great open field tackle for the Wildcats. So it'll be 2nd and 11 as Warnerman actually lost a yard on that pitch. In the favorable spot on the kickoff, looks like because somebody on Woodmore touched it around that 48-yard line. All right, Warnerman right up the middle. Gets through one tackle, 1st down and more. Great run, Cal Warnerman, and he's really starting to pick up some yards here as he's getting hot at the right time for the Senecas.
Yeah, they're going to run this outside zone right off the outside. He's going to cut it back in. And again, just Woodmore not doing a good job tackling. They're staying up high. A lot of that upper body trying to push over instead of that wrap and a hawk tackle.
Yeah, it looks like Warnerman able to break 3 tackles on that run. Not bad. Not bad at all. Number 24, Nolan Lee, in for Warnerman there in the backfield. Coleman gives it to Lee right up the middle. Lowers his shoulder, taken down about the 20-yard line.
Lee comes in to give Warnerman a breath.
That'll bring up 2nd and 7 from the 20-yard line. And if you are Calvert, of course, Woodmore gets the football first in the second half. You want to make the most of this because the worst thing that can happen is you give them the ball back, let them score, go into halftime, give them the ball back again, let them score again. Coleman looking to pass. He's got pressure. It's hit, tipped at the line, knocked away. Is that live? Woodmore jumped on the football. Not seeing any sort of a signal one way or another. Are they saying, was it an incomplete pass or a fumble? Woodmore scooped it up one way or another. Number 7, Michael Seeger. Woodmore says they've got the ball, pleading their case.
All right, take a look here. So Schumacher, number 22, is on the outside at the 20-yard line right now. He is as wide open gets, but untouched basically, and that ball is hit. The arm is going forward, it looks like, and that ball is coming back up as it should. That is an incompletion. It's your Tom Brady tuck rule, right?
Yeah, I think so. Number 11, Adley Anstead, is the one who tipped the ball there for Woodmore, and they're saying incomplete pass. So Calvert's going to hold on to the football at 20-yard line.
I just wish we had a wider camera angle view or a second one so we could see just how wide open number 22 that Schumacher got on that outside. He just ran like right at the stick, and there was no one.
Coleman gives it to his tailback. Just short is number 24, Nolan Lee. That'll bring up 4th down for the Senecas.
We got a decision to make here. Almost 3 yards to go.
It looks like they're bringing out Cal Warnament, so my guess is they're going for it. Fourth, and we'll call it a generous 2 yards here for the Senecas. Hard count, trying to get Woodmore to jump off sides. Did that once already tonight. And they're going to call a timeout, their second.
Yeah, this is a good timeout call. I like this. We're going to keep going here right through the break. You got a lot of options. Warnament, if he can keep running at the clip that he is, I mean, I cannot imagine you're not going back to him, right?
If you're Mike Lento, what are you thinking right now, Zach? Do you run the ball?
Well, and that's what I'm saying, right? Warnament, again, he was just picking up 5 yards,
gashing
7 yards,
yeah,
gashing exactly, and you're running downhill at him. On the other hand, I think Woodmore knows that too, right? So they're going to be crowding the box. They're going to be stacking that line of scrimmage.
Want to make sure that we thank our sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports. We've got Ex-Corre Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy, Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Red Line Lawn Care, Little Hugo's, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser Tribune, Pioneer Seed, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Klaus Electric, Drawn to the Surface, Bascom Communications, in the Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. Big fourth down, here we go. Dives forward, Warnament's got it. First down, Senecas.
Really smart play here by Warnament. He stretches it out as long as he is able to, and then once he knows he can't go any further, he puts that left foot in the ground and dives forward to get that generous 2 yards, he said.
It was closer to 3, I think, but doesn't matter here as the Benchwarmers red zone cam is getting warmed up here. Seneca's looking to punch it in and regain the lead. 8 minutes left in the first half here on homecoming night. Coleman to Warneman. Patient run. Continues to spin and roll up to the 5-yard line.
Once again, that counter, it went for about 20 the first time they ran it. And again, they're not getting quite the push from that offensive line. They're not getting the cleanest kickouts. But, hey, it's working. And Warneman's just following those guys, stepping right under and weaving through traffic. I mean, that is a small window that he has to get through there.
Warneman on the season averages about 4.5 yards. Might be eclipsing that tonight. 2nd and 6 from the 6. We call that 2nd and goal. Coleman from the shotgun. Gives it to Warneman. Touchdown, Senecas. Just like that, they regain the lead.
Calvert answers back. I mean, this is an exciting game. Now we'll take a look at the replay here. Cal Warnament having himself a night. Not quite the right replay, but you're just running in between the tackles, and it's just hard to stop. Run games, it's just so momentum-based. You see they're going for 2 here. But it just feels like a snowball, right? A little bit at first, but once that gets going,
yeah, it's working.
Once that builds up, man, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, they're spreading out the offense right now. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it to him again, just right up the gut.
Coleman, slant, and it's good. Just like that, DeMoss, 2-point conversion. It is now 21-14, Senecas over the Wildcats.
2-point conversion is good. That puts them 21-14 back even. We're going to set it a break right now.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Coming back to the replay here of that 2-point conversion. You send your man in motion to find out if it's a man or zone coverage, and then you're looking right at that man beater, the slant route on the inside. The ball placed kind of on his back shoulder, so he has to go back to get it, but good enough for the conversion time.
That's all that matters. They were able to convert 21-14 Calvert over Woodmore in that slant pass. Of course, they tried that earlier in the game, and it got knocked away at the line of scrimmage. Able to convert there through traffic. But 2-point is good, 21-14 with 7 minutes left here in the first half of play from Frost Cownell Stadium. Make sure you stay tuned here for our halftime show. Of course, halftime show is brought to you by Hope in Fostoria here at Heart of Ohio Sports. It's going to be number 4, Jesse Lopez, who brings it up to the 35-yard line, gives Woodmore some decent field position. All right, they've got about 7 minutes, 9 seconds left in the first half. Woodmore, a ground and pound team, ideally. They're going to use as much of that clock as possible. But last time, number 9, Landon Rich, touched the football, he was able to break off a 72-yard touchdown run. And just like that, blink of an eye, Woodmore had a touchdown. See what they're able to dial up this time as they pitch it to Rich on the right side, and they're going to take him down after a couple yards.
Credit to Seneca's defense stretching this one out. They're going to pull. You're going to have all 3 of these wide receivers at the top of your screen blocking, then you're going to pull your tackle out to the right side, try to get out in front. But again, that Seneca defense just stretched with that outside block. They didn't let anybody reach them. They didn't let anybody turn them, and that's how you're going to run that ball all the way to the sideline for no gain.
Great job blocking the options that Rich had on the last rush. So 2nd and 8 from the 37-yard line. Woodmore trails by 7 points. False start and a bad snap all at once.
Yeah, Carter Walper, he's going to leave a little early. He's going to be the tight end here, the close side of your screen. Set, motion, set, go.
Yep.
Yeah, just a touch early. I bet you that one stems out of, hey, look, Carter, you got to go get that middle linebacker because this is where we need to run. So get on your hurt horse early.
All about speed.
Exactly.
Yeah, he's got to get a clean break. Speed across the formation, get on the other side, help block. So false start, 2nd and 13 from the 32-yard line. Looking to pass it. Lipstraw, he's got a man, and he's got it. Connected. Robert Seeger, first down, Woodmore.
And this one made possible by the guy we were just talking about, Carter Walper. He's going to take that outside safety with him on that seam route on the inside. You see how there are 2 defensive backs right there?
You got it.
So he's able to command that attention from the outside. I think that was probably Nolan Lee's responsibility.
Yeah, Seeger with a wide open reception that gives Woodmore a first down, and now they're across midfield and they're moving. 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line.
And those are the hidden plays, Tom. I mean,
you got it.
You make up for it.
Rich takes the ball, and he's going all the way to the left, and he's going to be corralled around the 34-yard line. Great defense by the Senecas.
Man, the booth up here is hot. Do we have the replay of that? Michael Seeger here on the left, he's going to come in motion, right? He has to keep going.
He let up.
He just let up, and if he's running that all the way out and then turning upfield and looking for someone to block, that cutback becomes open. And there was really only one guy
I would say that could have been another touchdown.
And it was Seeger's guy.
Oh, man. That's just too bad. And you're right, Zach. I'm just kind of looking behind us and watching those Woodmore coaches, and they're hot. 2nd and 3rd. Pitch it to Rich. Cuts it up. Should be enough for a first down. Flag is on the field. So is a Woodmore Wildcat.
Yeah, this is going to be the tackle. It's 71. He's in motion. Wilson.
Ow.
And he gets upended. This time they don't stretch. The running back cuts that up inside. But, man, you never see big guys going flying like that. It's not a good look.
All right, we're going to take a short break here, and we'll come back. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports here, Frostcal now Stadium. The score is 21-14, Calvert over Woodmore, but Woodmore is driving, and moments ago we had an injury on the field and a flag on the field here.
Yeah, and it's Logan DeMoss, and he's trying to take out that lead blocker, the tackle, because that's the guy that can muddy things up. So you do want to get rid of him. You can't do it like that. You can't chop him down at the ease, even though it is like little guy on big guy matchup, and that's how you think you should do it. That's not a clean block.
So with the penalty, Woodmore gets quite a few yards, and it's going to be Rich, the left side, and he might get in. Did they get it? He dove, stretched the ball. They said his knee was down, so he's going to be down right around the 1 yard line.
Taking a look at replay here. He cuts it up inside. Nice hard run.
Yeah.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, that's close.
That is close.
That is close right there.
Can we back that up a little bit?
Oh,
I want to see
man.
right when that knee comes down, Jake.
They said he was down at the 1. Check this out.
Right here.
No?
I think that's a touchdown.
Boy, yeah. He dove, stretched the football out. So Woodmore, they're going to take a timeout. And they've got 2 more left. There's 4 minutes and 29 seconds here in the second quarter.
Support your community and your country with the Ohio Army National Guard. From disaster relief to serving overseas, they stand for service, leadership, and commitment. The Ohio Army National Guard is always ready, always there, making a difference at home and abroad. You know, we talk about all the hurricanes going on right now. What a perfect opportunity to provide some relief.
National Guard on the scene.
My dad's down there in North Carolina right now listening along to the stream, paramedic. So shout out Steve Dillon.
Thanks for tuning in, Dad.
Tuning in and helping out.
All right, 4:29 left in the first half. Woodmore knocking on the door with 1st and goal at the 1 yard line. Of course, Woodmore gets it first in the second half, so things are lining up well for the Wildcats right now. And it's going to be, yep, you got it, number 21, Cole Potridge, the fullback, touchdown, Woodmore.
Yeah, Cole Potridge, fullback dive. We've seen it a lot tonight. This is their short yardage play, and it works to perfection. Man, just look at how much respect Landon Rich commands. I mean, everybody is keying in on him as the lead back, and just, you get hit a little bit earlier than you expect, and it makes a world of difference.
Yeah, this PAT, it's going to tie it all up if Woodmore can convert. Great drive for Woodmore, going 65 yards down the field. PAT's good, and it's all knotted up at 21.
Oh, this one almost was blocked, coming off the edge. That gunner. And so if you are attacking that ball at the point of contact with the foot, I think that is blocked. If you're going low, you're blocking that extra point. But because you're coming up high, that goes right up underneath you. A little tip for all you special teams players out there.
There we go.
The point low, you want to have those hands crossed right at the foot. You don't want to hit them, obviously, but you want to get as low and as close to that ball as you can get. Don't give it any opportunity to get up underneath it. which does seem counterintuitive, right? Because when you're coming from the middle, obviously you want your guys jumping up high and getting big. Not the case when you're coming off the edge on field goals or punts.
You're an encyclopedia of knowledge, Zach. Bill who? We've got Zach Dillon here at Heart of Ohio Sports. Bill Belichick, come on, man.
Bill Belichick. Why?
Dude, what is going on? You got your Steelers brain just stuck there. I mean, come on.
Wait. Well, Bill Belichick doesn't call games.
Yeah, he does too. He's in the media now. He does stuff. I mean, he watches film.
I would take a Belichick comp over Collinsworth. Now, here's a guy.
What about Jason Garrett, former Dallas Cowboys quarterback?
Tony Romo.
Well, they're both in the media now. We can give you a Jason Garrett comp. How does that make you feel?
Mediocre.
Well, we can't do that then. He was Coach of the Year at least once for the Cowboys. All right, Seneca's bringing it up close to the 40-yard line and giving him great field position is number 22, John Schumacher, on the return.
The special teams swing has been in favor of the return teams.
No question.
Of the people trying to score the points. I mean, it has been operating pretty effectively for both sides.
Absolutely. So Lipstraw, just a little quick math. He's 1 for 4 tonight. Interception, like 20 yards. All right. I think that was Warnament. Turned the corner on the right side, taken down right around that line of scrimmage. Actually, is DeMoss, number 10. Logan DeMoss. Short gain. Calvert has second down coming up. Inside 4 minutes here in the second quarter. Calvert, of course, they want to use as much of this clock as possible and score some points going into halftime. Of course, Wildcats punched it in moments ago. Calvert looking to respond. It's going to be Warnament. Fouls his blocker. He's got space. 50, 45, 40. He's still going. 30, cuts it in. 25, 20. He's got another blocker. 15, 10. Still moving inside the 5. Taken down. Cal Warnament. Wow, what a run.
And this is the result of excellent offensive scheming and play calling. You spread out your receivers, so there's basically, you have an even matchup inside the tackle box, right? Your defensive and offensive members, they line up the same. So you really just have to beat that outside cornerback and make sure you have your blocks right. A big run pays off because you're selling pass. You're presenting up front like you're going to throw the ball.
Cole Potridge injured on the play. Of course, Cal Warnament, about 50 yards on that rush. So injury timeout down on the field. We've got 3:21 left in the first half of play. We're all knotted up, 21-21. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. We'll be back in a moment.
UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, Jeff Leopold, for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1144.
At First National Bank of Sycamore, we are a truly local bank that is community-based and community-focused. We are invested in your success, and our team is here to help. First National Bank of Sycamore, banking that just makes sense.
Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink.
Welcome back to Heart of Ohio Sports here on the X Stream from Frost Cal Stadium. And you can see number 20, Cole Potridge, walking off. Make sure you stay tuned. We're about 3 minutes out from our halftime show, brought to you by Hope in Fostoria. Of course, we will have our halftime marching band performance, brought to you by Forte Music, here in Heart of Ohio Sports. First and goal after a 50-yard run by Cal Warnerman. Coleman gives it. Oh, it's knocked away, but that's got to be a touchdown. Yeah, touchdown Warnerman as Calvert regains the lead.
Take a look at this. You're going to just dive right up there on the left side. Contact made. That ball pops out. Warnerman lucky to come right back up on top of that.
Warnerman's second rushing touchdown of the night gives Calvert an early 6-point lead here, penning that PAT.
That drive just over a minute long. PAT good.
PAT's good, 28-21. Calvert with the lead.
Man, this has been an exciting game. Lots of scoring, some good defense, some drama.
I'm enjoying it here. It's homecoming week for the Senecas. You've got alumni in the building, alumni down there on the field, doing all sorts of stuff, helping out with the band, cheer. They've really gotten involved. You just go down the list here, and Calvert, they've got a banner week going on here. 100 years of Calvert football. The volleyball team, 18-0, just wrapped up SBC River Championship. Calvert golf team, state qualifiers. That's been a busy week to be a Calvert Seneca.
Discover your passion for music at Forte Music in Tiffin. Whether you're looking for lessons, instruments, or accessories, Forte Music offers everything you need to take your sound to the next level. From beginners to experienced musicians, they've got you covered with expert guidance and quality gear. Forte Music, where music lives.
Thank you for your support, Forte Music.
I'm sure Miley could pop down.
Oh, yeah, we go there all the time. They take our money. So, right back at you. Thank you.
And do a great job doing it. Huh?
A phenomenal job. Her clarinet still plays, so that's bonus. Touchback, and Woodmore is going to have 3 minutes and 15 seconds. Try to tie this thing up and roll into halftime with an even score. Man, this has been an excellent game so far tonight here, Zach Dillon. Yeah. Dominic Helmstetter, we've got Jacob Ellis, Connor Roush helping out on the broadcast here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You know, I love how this broadcast, it seems to evolve every week. We have just something new we're doing. Maybe you don't notice it as a viewer. Sometimes it's behind the scenes. This week, Connor Roush, we got him a camera monitor. So now for the first time ever, really, he's able to see the broadcast as it happens. So he can see exactly what you can see, what we can see.
So if you've noticed improved camera quality, it's because we've helped out the cameraman. Connor, he does a fantastic job. It's all in the details, and he's got them covered. Short run by number 9, Landon Rich. That'll bring up second down for Woodmore.
You got 2:50 left on the clock. Run this thing all the way down, and I think that's probably their intent. Rich, again, your lead back.
Rich takes it on the right side. He's going to be hit by that Seneca defense. Getting a little chippy there at the end as you see number 10, Carter Wolper. Of course, coming across, and you said, Zach, one of his jobs as a tight end, he's got to come across the formation and block the backside, and Senecas don't like that.
One of the hallmarks of a good offense is being able to show up in the same formation and run different plays and different styles well.
Lipstraw connects with Seeger. First down for Woodmore as they're bumped out of bounds there, 152. And you see a little pushing and shoving there at the end.
And I'll expand as we might have a flag on the play.
Yeah, there's a flag. I think it's the extracurriculars after the play.
Anyway, I'll expand on what I was saying by running different looks out of the same formation. You have that bunch trips play right off the line, and they've been able to do 4 different things. They can set a man in motion as like a kick out. They can run their tackle as like a round and just use that as a big wall of guys. They can have that sprint out pass that you just saw as we...
So they're flagging Woodmore on this. It will be a first down, but they're actually going to lose yardage because of the pushing and shoving after the play. I didn't catch who it was on, but it was Carter Wolper, number 10, who was pushing and shoving the previous play. Okay, so they've got the first down, but because of the penalty, all right, that is Woodmore's 3rd penalty here in the first half. It's going to be 1st and 15.
It's going to be 1st and 7.
I'm not sure. The markers have not been set yet. They did signal first down, and they're still talking about it on the field.
This should be 1st and 7. Oh, excuse me. It was on number 7.
It's on number 7. Okay, so it's on Michael Seeger. We're hearing a few different things here in the booth. It's first down. That seems to be the one thing everybody agrees on, but the officials are trying to figure out where do we put the ball, where do we put the spot. Woodmore just keeps inching back further and further towards the end zone. And they're huddling up, trying to come up with a solution to this madness. I keep hearing in the background, 1st and 25. Maybe somebody should call the officials and let them know. Of course, we have a very sophisticated think tank up here in the booth. We have pizza in the background. And we've got plenty of brain power to spare.
Plenty of spare brain power not being used.
Yeah, we've refueled and we're ready to apply the brain power that we've got. 1st and 25. Maybe we should take prop bets on that. Nate, has he gotten advertising from DraftKings yet? we got to work on this.
We can't do that because it's a high school game.
Well, I mean, it'd be fun though. Nate, start your own betting system, okay? Apply for it now.
I think that is not allowed.
That's not, okay. Nate, we'll talk later.
Dom's Creed, under the table books.
Cash only. Non-refundable.
No one knows what's going on. That's fun.
We really don't know what's going on here. So, yeah, there's that. All right, so Scott Stetcher, the head coach for Woodmore, he's talking to the officials, trying to get some things sorted out. He's like, hey, I got to call plays. Why don't you tell me what's going on? So it is a first down somewhere on the field. A football will be involved whenever they begin or resume play. We've got those things figured out.
Another congregation.
Yep. Just a reminder, first, it's 1 minute, 52 seconds left in the quarter here. We've got our halftime show coming up in moments, maybe, from Hope in Fostoria. Of course, we'd also like to thank Forte Music for sponsoring our halftime marching band performance.
There we go.
All right, so I think that is a whistle, and that means we're ready to roll. First down in 10 from the 16-yard line. And it's going to be number 9, Landon Rich, with the carry. Second down. That was a very interesting series of events. 1 minute 26, 1 minute 25 left in the half. Woodmore does get the football first in the second half, so not a huge rush. As Rich takes the ball, turns the corner, he should have enough for a first down and another flag. 2 flags on the field.
Yeah, Xavier Komet able to save this from being a much longer gain. He's able to hold his man. We'll see right here on the outside, right at the bottom of your screen. See, what Rich wants to do is cut that outside, but the fact that Komet is just holding firm.
Great job.
Forcing that ball back inside to where your tacklers are.
Of course, Xavier Kimmett, he had a pick earlier in the half, an interception, so good job by the young man there. Senior defensive back for the Senecas. So there's still a flag on the field. Of course, it's going to go against Woodmore here, so whatever yardage they gained is going to be taken away with that one, and it's going to be second and long.
Don't touch it. Okay, there we go.
It is like, you want your laundry? That's the 4th penalty for Woodmore in the half.
So there were 2 penalties on the play. The first, I believe, holding was the accepted call.
Yeah, so it's going to be second and 14 from the 12-yard line for Woodmore. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in the half. And they're going to hand it off and just run right up the middle. Well short of the first down marker, so it'll bring a 3rd and long for the Wildcats.
So there were the 2 penalties on that play. Holding was declined, and then a blindside block was the accepted call. Number 10, the guilty party.
So we got a timeout down on the field, a First National Bank of Sycamore timeout. Sponsor here is the Senecas use their final timeout of the half as Mike Lento wants another chance on offense.
First National Bank of Sycamore has been proudly serving our community for over 100 years. With personalized banking services and a commitment to local growth, they're here for all your financial needs, from savings accounts to business loans. Stop by and experience hometown banking with First National Bank of Sycamore, where community comes first. You got to be really good to be doing something for over 100 years, though.
Yeah. 100 years of Calvert football. 100 years of Tiffin coverage there. It's a lot of time. All right, 3rd and 13 here for Woodmore as Calvert used their timeout. He's going to be hit. Lipstraw hit hard. The ball is loose. Woodmore looks like they may have jumped on it, but oh my goodness, did Calvin Lipstraw take a lick?
Yeah, untouched.
You dream of these things, Zach. You really do. Boom.
Great job there from Carter Wolf. He had 3 responsibilities. He had to put that money signs up, young man. He had 3 different responsibilities he had to read there, right? He had to read the end that was coming around in motion.
Yep.
He had to read the running back that was coming back to that side. And then once he realized that quarterback came up high with the football, man,
licking his chops.
He pinned his ears back.
You got it.
Cemented.
That's one of those highlight reel hits that you dream about having, and he had a clean, open look on the quarterback and made the most of it there. It looks like there's a timeout down on the field there. 16 seconds left in the half. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. is here for all of your printing and design needs. From reunions to small events, to business apparel and even vehicle lettering, they've got you covered. They make the gear that you make your memories in. Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc. UIS Insurance and Investments, your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent Sam Schelt Palm for a professional review today at 419-447-4242, extension 1132.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports on the Extreme. We've got our First National Bank of Sycamore timeout down on the field. 16 seconds left in the half. It is 28-21. Seneca's over the Wildcats. And after a huge hit by Carter Wolf, the Senecas.
In this situation, I want to see the Senecas just go out all out.
Apply the pressure.
Michigan Michigan.
Yeah, look at this. They won it. Oh, nearly blocked it. They get the kick away, and it's going to be DeMoss, 35, still working 30-yard line, and he's going to be taken down at the 28. 5 seconds left here in the quarter, and that should give the Senecas at least maybe one shot at the end zone.
And that's exactly why I say it. I mean, you need a huge kick return. Oh wow, untouched up the middle.
Get
Once
those
again,
hands together.
Hands together, low. You got to attack the point where that ball comes off the foot. When you're reaching up high, you're making yourself not as it's counterproductive, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, 1st and 10 from the 28-yard line. 5 seconds left in the half. Seneca's 28-21. They've got the football on the 28, and they're looking to kick a field goal. No messing around here for Mike Lento. He wants the points. He wants to extend that lead. So let's see if the Senecas can pick up this 45-yard field goal. Ball's down, kicks up. Looks like it's good. Did he get it? It is. 45 yards. Field goal's good. 31-21. Halftime here from Tiffin, Ohio.
That's a college kick, man. Look at that. Right down Broadway, too. That is a rare sight at the high school level.
It's exactly the way the coach drew it up. 45-yard field goal. Count it. Calvert goes into halftime, 31-21. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
My Berea, don't you know I've thought about you all day? Yeah, I've been longing for some beef and some consomme. Sweet Berea, this is surely going to my thighs. Well, I'm a hungry eater, and you surely caught my eyes. My Berea, I love you so. Oh, my Berea, Berea, I love you so. I love you.
How's it going, sports fans? It's game day, and the food is hot here at Cadet Mexican Restaurant. Before you settle in to watch the game, whether you're by yourself trying to figure out what you want for dinner, trying to figure out how to feed a bunch of people, why not consider some delicious grub from Cadet Mexican Restaurant? Today, we're highlighting the birria ramen. That's right, I'll say it again. Birria ramen. Oh my goodness, I think I just got my mic wet. How do you birria? I have to have a lime. And you're gonna get the best, juiciest limes right here at Cadet Mexican Restaurant. Look at all that juice. So here we have the birria ramen. Oh, this looks so good. I'm digging in. I can't look at it anymore. All right, here we go. That should not be allowed to be that good. My goodness. Folks, get on over here. Get yourself some of this birria ramen. Let them know you heard about it on Heart of Ohio Sports. Why are you still watching me eat? You could be eating this right now. Don't you just want to dig in? I could eat this whole bowl right now. And I'm going to. But I'm not going to make you watch me do it. Tell you what. Call in your order. Cadet Mexican Restaurant. Birria ramen. The only place you're going to find this in town, folks. I'm telling you. This is a home run right here. Get it. Get it. Get it. Get it. Cadet Mexican Restaurant.
Whether you're a diehard fan rooting for the home team, or you're just looking for some tasty eats for your game day treats, the Birria Ramen is our featured item here on this Game Day Grub segment, and you're going to want to call in your order now. That's right, call Xcadet Mexican Restaurant. Mention you saw this segment on our broadcast. You get 15% off your order. Take advantage of this Birria Ramen special at Xcadet Mexican Restaurant. Oh, and don't forget the queso.
The Woodmore Marching Band will perform their final contest of the season at Maumee next Saturday, October 19th. We will perform at 5:15. We hope to see many of our Woodmore fans at this event. We would like to thank the Calvert audience for their applause. Enjoy the rest of the game and
Columbia and Bellevue, Columbia is up 28-14.
options for you tonight. We invite Field Commander Emma Marvin to take the stand and lead the band through our first song. Hand Clap is a song that was recorded by American indie pop band Fits and Tantrums. Popular amongst clubs and dance teams, we are sure you will enjoy our tune tonight. Keep an eye on our color guard for their flashy dance routine. Hit it, band! Next up, we have a classic hit, 25 or 624, written by the musical group Chicago. 25 or 624 is a song about writing a song in the middle of the night. The title of the song is actually a specific time in which the song writing took place. 25 or 26 minutes until 4 a.m. We hope you enjoy our second song. the chilly October weather, we bring you a classic Michael Jackson hit, Thriller. From music videos to dance clubs to marching band shows across the country, Thriller is and always will be a crowd favorite. Alumni, thank you for joining us this year. Hope to see you again next year. Take it away, band.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Seneca Nation, let's ride.
It's homecoming here in Tiffin, Ohio, as the hometown Calvert Senecas have a 31-21 lead at halftime from Frost Cownell Stadium. And oh my goodness, was it a first half of play. 31 points for the Senecas, 21 for Woodmore. And Zach, the one that just keeps sticking in my mind is how it ended. A 45-yard field goal by number 14, Cam Lucius, through the uprights. It's good. Calvert raced into the locker room. Wow, what an exciting end.
Well, a little bit more about that exciting end. This is some Calvert football trivia.
Oh, all right.
45 yards, new school record.
Wow, there we go.
Welcome to the record book.
Congratulations, young man.
The previous one was done in the 86-87 season. That was a 42-yarder by Brad Dietz. That's a 38-year-old record.
Yeah, and we did have a close. He's down there, and they're like, hey, you're no longer in the record books. It's now number 14, Cam Lucius here. All right, the Senecas, great way to end the first half right there. I mean, it really is. Lento did a fantastic job managing the clock, using his timeouts, pinning Woodmore, giving his players an opportunity to do something with it. But we got to look at the second half here. And Woodmore, you can see them in the top right part of your screen here. They're coming back out onto the field. They get the football first here in the second half. Their offense has done a pretty good job, but what do you need to do to turn the tide, get back in this football game, and hopefully come away with a win?
Well, I want to see attention to detail, especially on the defensive side of the ball here. Fill your lanes, read your assignments, read the guards if you're a linebacker. Push off spots, the little things, and that's why you see these big plays, because one team does several things better than the other.
Yeah, several. You talk about big plays. It's just there's so many of them. First quarter, DeMoss had a 99-yard touchdown catch. That's the first one. And then you had Calvert come back, and DeMoss had a 98-yard touchdown return. Of course, then Woodmore got into it, and it was Rich, a 72-yard touchdown run. So there you have it, 3 huge plays in the first half alone.
Absolutely. So and then another thing that goes with that, I'm seeing a lot of pinballing right now. People are bouncing off of the offensive players. You got to wrap up. You have to tackle. And that's how these long runs, these long plays get developed. And more often than not, it's not a breakaway from the offensive side, but it's, all right, I'm going to break tackles. I'm going to get through arm tackles. Just do the little things right.
And we saw a lot of that. Woodmore trying to arm tackle Cal Warnament. That's not going to work. He's going to break the tackle and break it off. Then the Senecas just missing some tackles with Landon Rich. Both very, very dangerous runners down on the football field.
The same thing for Rich. He's a big guy. He's a downhill runner. I mean, he's breaking off tackles too. So it is both sides that can work on this.
That's crazy. 100 years of football here for the Calvert Senecas, 1924 to 2024. Long, long tradition in history. Seneca football. You see so many of the alumni down there on the field. It's alumni week, it's homecoming week, all sorts of stuff going on here in Tiffin, Ohio.
So take a look here. Some of the stats. We're looking at rush yards first. Woodmore 138 rushing yards, posting Calvert's 56, or a little bit run heavy as we thought they would be. Receiving yards, passing yards is the big one. Calvert has the edge, 113 to 63.
Which is something we talked about as well. Calvert, a very good passing attack.
And then additionally, penalty yards. Woodmore has had 4 penalties going for 45. Well, Calvert just 3 for 25. So again,
there's a difference.
As we are getting ready here to go to the field, that's something to look out for now.
Absolutely. All right. Second half of football coming at you here at Frost Cownell Stadium as the Senecas kick it away. And here we go. Woodmore going to take it up to the 30-yard line, and we'll get another look at this Wildcat offense.
We're going to see a heavy usage of Rich. You're down 10. Your defense is where it's going to be. You need to make the stop on defense. I don't expect they're going to get out of their comfort zone, which means I don't think they're going to all of a sudden start throwing the ball. They just need to execute their plays offensively and then get some stops defensively.
Yeah, Rich, he came into tonight having a little over 1,100 yards on the season, and as you mentioned, adding to that total. And you know, Scott Stetcher, head coach there for Woodmore, his first season, loves to run the football. Why not when you've got a weapon like that? Here you go. It's going to be number 9, Landon Rich, getting the first carry here in the second half. Short gain, second down for the Wildcats. Wildcats, not exactly a passing powerhouse. I believe, by my count, and maybe you can confirm this for me, Lipstraw, 1 of 4. Had an interception.
He is 3 for 6.
Little off.
That is the official stats.
All right, there we go. As Rich taken down, and there you go, DeMoss. Great defensive stop for a loss.
Man, DeMoss goes through a guy here. He's the outside linebacker. He sees run. He reads blitz.
Untouched. Oh.
And
no.
Man, you can see
he
was just moving at a faster clip.
You got it. I was thinking it. You were saying it.
He was moving at a faster clip than anybody else on the field. He knew what he's doing. There was no hesitation. And the blocker there, it was number 20.
Yeah, Cole Potridge.
He had nothing to do but stand by a house on the side of the road.
You can't stop speed. There you go. All right, they're going to give it to number 7, Michael Seeger. He's got space, first down and more. 50. He gets past the defender, tripped up around the 40-yard line. Huge gain, Michael Seeger.
All right, you had great defensive execution, now great offensive execution. We've seen this look a few times. This time it pays off for the Wildcats. Seeger here from the slot on the left side. Great blocking, that kick out by number 66, Ryan Maynard. 2-time letter winner.
And you see Wolf bit on the Rich pump fake before they gave it to Seeger, going the other way. That's 1st and 10 from the 39-yard line after Seeger rips off a huge first down for the Wildcats. And they've got a little momentum here. And it's going to be a penalty, and that's something that you mentioned here, Zach. Second half, got to clean those up, and Woodmore tacking on with their 5th penalty of the night.
They get the timeout off.
Did they?
Come on.
They did.
Pay attention.
Timeout brought to you by First National Bank of Sycamore.
Like to thank a few of our sponsors here at Heart of Ohio Sports, starting with Ex-Corre Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, National Machinery, First National Bank of Sycamore, UIS Insurance and Investments, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, Forte Music, Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., the Ohio Army National Guard, Redline Lawn Care LLC, Little Hugo's, DAH Wraps, the Advertiser Tribune, Pioneer Seed, Fiesel's Frame and Collision, Klaus Electric, Drawn to the Surface, Bascom Communications, and Edward Jones offices of Tiffin. Thank you very much for your continued sponsorship, Heart of Ohio Sports. Of course, if you like everything that you've seen and heard tonight, make sure that you go to heartofohiosports.com and check out all the different things that we've got going on there. We've got our coaches show. We've got weekly write-ups on all the local high school sports. And, of course, you can go to Heart of Ohio Sports at YouTube. Click subscribe here on the Xstream. 2nd and 9 from the 38-yard line for Woodmore as they're looking to respond with a touchdown here in the second half of play. It's going to be Rich gets the handoff, stumbles his way forward, and it's going to bring up a third down for Woodmore.
Chunk plays make the third down a little bit easier. Third down and medium. Now if you can get 3 or 4 here, you can think they can go for it, right? You're in that kind of no man's land. You're not going to punt the ball at the 30.
Down 10 points, yeah.
Probably don't have a leg on your side like Lucius. So.
No, I'm still amazed by that. Excellent kick. All right, they're going to pitch it to Rich. Rich is going to be hit, and he leans forward into about the 30-yard line. He might be just short of that first down marker. If the official's any indication, he's going to be about a yard short. Fourth down, Woodville.
Yeah, so you're playing for 4-down territory there. No one's panicking. You have still your bag of tricks.
So it'll be 4th and 2 for Woodmore, as they've got a big one coming here. Coach Stetcher's squad.
Man, they're lined up in a heavy formation. I mean, everybody in the place knows a run's coming, right?
It certainly seems like it. And they're going to give it to Rich, and I think he has it, Zach. Yeah, he should have a first down here as they just go to the man that does it all for the Wildcat offense.
It's all about different looks out of the same kind of formation. We've seen that again and again, that trips look. We've seen the motion, and it's just little twists on the same type of play, right? And that's how they're able to run this effectively. You know,
quarterback's done a few more fakes, trying to catch the defense a bit. Yeah, you're right. And that's something you've been saying all night long, the multifaceted formations. 1st and 10, and it tosses it to Seeger. Seeger gets hit immediately after catching that football. They're going to give him a few yards, but it'll bring up 2nd down for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Nolan Lee, no yards after catch allowed. He was on him. It's a good start for the defense. You know, you need to make a stand. 6 minutes, 55 seconds here in the third.
Second and 8 from the 26-yard line for Woodmore. They're driving, and they're taking quite a bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter. And it looks like it's going to be timeout Woodmore. And that'll be their second timeout of the half. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Stay right here. You're locked in on Heart of Ohio Sports.
From the game to online, Bascom Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Bascom Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Bascom Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Bascom Communications for more information.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
Well, welcome back to Frost Cownell Stadium. Timeout moments ago. And here we go. Lipstraw looking to pass. He's got a man. Did he drop it in the bucket? No, he did not.
That ball sailed. He was under pressure. And, Dom, we were talking over the break about that timeout call.
Yeah.
And we both came to the agreement, like, if you're going to use a timeout this early into the second half, you need your second timeout.
Yeah, your second timeout.
You need to come away with points. You can't let this drive go to waste.
And they're staring down the barrel of a 3rd and 8 right now, Zach.
Once again, you're in 4-down territory, so you're okay picking up 4 or 5 here. But again, this drive needs to come away with something. And
they need 7. They're down 10 points right now. They need to get 7 on this for those timeouts to be a cost well worth it. Here we go. Fakes the pitch. Lipstraw throws it. Incomplete. Dropped it. Intended receiver Robert Seeger unable to reel it in.
And again, you can see here they're playing for that fourth down. Fake pitch, boot out to the left side, throw that ball across your body.
Was that tipped at the line?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe, but we'll see one more time. But
it might have been.
It hit the receiver right in the breadbasket.
Fake.
Coming back.
I don't know. No. Okay. All right. That was close.
I gave a definitive no, and then I looked again.
Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe.
All right. 4th and 8 from the 26-yard line here, and they're going to give it to Seeger, and he's going to be swallowed up and thrown to the ground.
And that is about as good as a series as the Senecas could have had.
No question.
You're wasting timeouts there. Time comes off the clock, and you get the big fourth down stop, and it wasn't close. I mean, you have good field position now, too. You're at the 26.
That drive wasted a lot of time, as you mentioned. Wasted 2 timeouts, and you get a strong stop. This Calvert defense has been playing pretty good tonight.
And that was made happen. They wrapped up. They were making their tackles like we talked about.
Yep, your keys.
No one was
there you got
away,
it.
And that was the
no
key.
Pinball like you phrased it. All right, here we go. Coleman going to give it to Warneman. Warneman works his way forward and is taken down for a short gain.
I believe this is the first time that counterplay didn't go for a nice substantial gain.
Yeah, there really wasn't anywhere to go for Cal Warneman as 4 white jerseys were there to meet him.
Well, every time they've run it, though, it felt like that,
Yeah.
right? I mean, that window that he's been getting has been so small, and he's just shifty, and he has that good vision.
Very patient, yeah, absolutely. 2nd and 9 from the 27-yard line here. Coleman looking to pass, throws it. He's got his man, and it's going to be number 12, Wolf, with the reception. I think he's just short of the first down marker. This is going to be awfully close. Let's see where they spot the ball as Carter Wolf gets the reception. First down. There you have it. Great spot for the Senecas. 1st and 10 after the big Carter Wolf reception.
Yeah, he ran that hitch from the slot right at the marker. That's how you draw it up.
You bet. 5 minutes and 17 seconds here in the third quarter. Calvert has a 10-point lead. There you go, Warneman got some space, cuts it back up, 50, 40, he's still going, 30, 20, one man is close, and he won't get him. Touchdown, Cal Warneman. 64 yards, Zach. How about that?
This place is booming right now, Dom. This is about as nice of a touchdown run as you'll see. We'll take a look at the replay here. Great cutback. And then wide open spaces. He got past Kaiser, the only one really who had a shot on him.
That's
breakaway speed.
Yeah, that's Cal Warneman's 3rd rushing touchdown of the evening. And it was a big one, 64 yards all the way to the house. And if we've seen anything from Lucius, he should be able to get this. And that's right, PAT is good. Senecas 38, Wildcats 21.
Take one more look. Again, that little shift backwards did enough. It slowed up number 9, Rich, who was in pursuit. It got past Wesley Kaiser. Just good vision. Warneman's had that all game.
He really has, and I don't want to jinx it, Zach, but we've got player of the game coming up later on, and Cal Warneman's making a pretty compelling case right now.
Man, it feels like he is no stranger to that award.
Of course, our player spotlight is brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Inc., proud sponsor of Heart of Ohio Sports.
UIS Insurance and Investments is your hometown agency providing a full range of insurance and financial services with a local touch. Contact your homegrown agent, be Sam Schelt-Palm, for a professional review today. UIS Insurance and Investments, guiding your future, securing your success.
big touchdown score for the Senecas as they continue to pad that lead, which is now at 17 points. And they're all right, that went out of bounds. Yeah, Ish Nagy just kind of, I don't know, hit his foot, his toe. It just went out of bounds. And, well, it's going to be Woodmore ball. It's just kind of a bizarre thing. So, I don't know. I'm hearing illegal procedure. That means we're going to have a 15-minute conference with the officials, I believe.
This time it should not be
yeah.
that. It's pretty clear.
They've learned their lesson. We're going to use sign language and communicate across the field.
And they're loving your commentary that you've been providing today.
We aim to please. Of course, if you've heard and seen everything that you like here at Heart of Ohio Sports, make sure you go to YouTube and punch in Heart of Ohio Sports Extreme, the best coverage in Seneca County. And it's going to be Landon Rich with the carry. That'll bring a second down for Woodmore.
So this is an important drive. You need to respond. Again, timeouts went to waste, it seems.
Yeah, they've only got one left here in the second half, and you're right. It really wasted. They got nothing on that last drive. They used 2 timeouts. I mean, you got to get moving. It's really what it is. And it's going to be number 9, Landon Rich again. And, you know, Zach, here's the difficult thing if you're Woodmore. You are a run-first team. You're not really built to come back from 17 points down, not in a quick amount of time.
That's exactly correct. And so you need to either stray away from your identity
which is a bad idea.
Or start picking up chunk plays after chunk play.
Which you were able to do in the first half. I mean, Rich does have a 72-yard touchdown run coming in the second quarter, so he's capable, but not something that you can just draw up and scheme up. All right, here we go. It's going to be number 4, Jesse Lopez with the reception. And right around that first down marker.
Landed right on that stick.
Yeah.
That sprint out option pass. Makes one man miss. Good stiff arm.
Yeah, if you're going to be a spotter, you got to be athletic down there. Hope they stretched. 2nd and 2 for Woodmore. They're across midfield at the 45-yard line. And we keep saying it, but they need some points. Yep, Rich right up the middle. And, you know, if you're the Calvert defense, you kind of sense that they need those points, and you can start to crowd the line of scrimmage a little bit.
Absolutely. The defense, they're holding strong, and they're giving up those kind of short runs, and you can afford that at this point. You can keep it inbounds, keep that clock moving. You'll give up 3, you'll give up 4. That's okay. Just let that clock keep ticking down.
No question. 3:23 here in the third quarter from Frost Cownell Stadium. Seneca's 38, Wildcats 21. Rich, right up the middle, nothing fancy about that. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40. And that'll bring up 3rd down for Woodmore.
Again, you want to see some urgency here from the Wildcats. It might be hard to do with player down.
Yeah, player down, so going to have a break in the action down on the field. Let's take a short break ourselves. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here on the Extreme.
Welcome to your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
Welcome back to Frost Cownell Stadium. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here. Injury timeout down on the field as we await for him to stand up and get moving. Great news to see number 60, Bailey Jersenjak, walking off the field under his own power. Dominic Helmstetter here with Zach Dillon. And Zach, this has been a high-scoring affair. I'm not sure that that's what we expected walking into tonight.
No, I mean, these two teams were evenly matched. Both had good defenses. I mean, the Wildcats have played in their fair share of barn burners, as it were. A lot of high-scoring games they played in, but those typically came one-sided. It was either blowout win, blowout win, blowout win, or blowout loss in their one in that negative column.
All right, 2nd and 7 from the 39. Lipstraw looking to pass, and he just slings it down the field. No one in the area. Incomplete.
Yeah, miscommunication here. I'd like to see what routes the wide receiver ran. They have this kind of deep crossing thing that...
I mean, he threw a nice ball. It had a spiral and everything.
Well, I think he wanted Jesse Lopez, the intended target, to keep pushing over the middle of the field, and he turned back out towards the numbers, and he just was not close.
Nope, not at all. So I believe the most points the Senecas have given up in a game is 27 against Mohawk. That was week 1. Their defense has been averaging a fumble down on the field, fumble. Let's see who's got it. We're talking about the Seneca defense. They say they've got it, and they do have it. And the Senecas get it. Big number 66, Connor Moyer, picking that one up. So we're talking about the defense. 27 is the most they've given up. Wildcats have 21. This is the second turnover they've got. First, it was a Kimmett interception earlier, and now it's a Moyer fumble recovery.
Yeah, Moyer actually gets cut. He gets upended, and he just kind of falls head first onto the football. That is fortunate placement for the big lineman. He is stalwart on the offensive and defensive line.
So this Calvert defense has just done a really good job containing Woodmore's playmakers, and they picked up where they've left off all season long, really. Cal Warnament gets the handoff, powers his way forward. Short gain, that'll bring up 2nd down. Cal Warnament, he's got 3 touchdowns on the night. He had a 64-yard touchdown run earlier in this quarter, and he had 2 touchdown runs in the second quarter to go with it. Not a bad night for that young man right there. Second and 6 from the 44. Warnament follows his blocker. First down and more. Woo, look at him. He's still going. Pinball in his way. 30, 20, 10. He's got one person to beat. Touchdown, Cal Warnament. He wants that T-shirt, Zach. That's what he wants.
Man, if that turnover wasn't the dagger, that run certainly was. We saw it earlier, Dom, that last Warnament run that went for however many yards, 64. It was on that counter play. They're running it again. You just pull your backside guard and tackle, and you're following the leader all the way to the end zone.
Wow.
Look at that spin move, too.
Excellent.
I mean, just able to keep those legs churning.
Cal Warnament having a T-shirt kind of night. Botch snap, and they're going to have to throw it. And it's intercepted by the big fella on the on the PAT, and that's dead. It's over.
Oh, no.
44-21 is going to be your score.
Man, I want nothing more than to see a big boy touchdown or big boy interception return out of Maynard.
Yeah, they stopped it. I would have loved to watch that.
It's the rule, it's how it goes, but that is just the best play maybe in all of sports. The big boy touchdown, the big boy athletic play.
Oh, you know it. Now, something of note here, if you want to critique the Senecas, and look, they've had a fantastic game. They've had 2 botched snaps on PATs tonight. They got to clean it up.
They've set a school record.
Okay, there's that too. I mean, tit for tat here, Zach. Trying to give them, some something to work on here going into next week.
Well, Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery is now featuring live streaming of Who's broadcasts. Stop down to Benchwarmers or call it in for delivery. Maybe you're there right now listening along to the game. Fresh cut fries, fresh locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268. That is 567-268-9268. And place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery, where great food always makes the starting lineup.
Oof. I love Benchwarmers.
So do
Pickle
I.
fries are phenomenal. Really enjoy it.
I don't think I've had them.
You've got to try them.
Okay.
They're very good.
A long time. That was when my parents came down.
Yeah.
And that was a go-to spot. Love Benchwarmers.
Yeah. Very, very good. Oh, whoa. Right off the shoulder pads. All right, well, 27-ish Nagy. He took it off the face mask somewhere up there, and then he just kind of wormed his way forward and got hit pretty hard by the Calvert special teams. All right, 1 minute, 14 seconds left in the third quarter here from Frost Cownell Stadium. Cal Warnament having a night, adding a 56-yard touchdown run on that last possession, giving the Senecas that 44-21 lead that they've got right now on the scoreboard. So let's see if Woodmore abandons their game plan or they just keep running it. Quick pitch over there to Jesse Lopez. He's going to be tackled for a loss. Passing game really not working here for the Wildcats, and they are in score now mode. Lopez slow to get up after being hit hard on that passing play.
Final score, Mohawk lost 13-6 to Upper Sandusky.
Wow, close one. Of course, you can go back, watch that on the Adrenaline stream here at Heart of Ohio Sports. All you got to do is go to YouTube, search Heart of Ohio Sports. You get all of the best coverage here in Seneca County.
You know, I bet you they'll get back to the office before we do. This
No
one
question.
has been.
Look, it's the third quarter. We still have a full quarter of play here. 2nd and 12, and there's the play clock, and they're going to stop it because they just took too long. Yep, I think he can definitively say delay of game, 5 yards. Let's get it moving. So Woodmore up to 5 penalties tonight here, not helping themselves out as they had a negative play on the quick screen moments ago. And they've got a delay of game here, so they've lost 7 yards in total, so it's now 2nd and 17 from the 21-yard line. And there's another flag down on the field. This time it's going to be on Calvert. Encroachment. So Woodmore will get the yardage back. Zach, how hard is it? If you're a defender down there, you've got a nice lead. How hard is it to stay disciplined? I mean, you can't help but you want to just go in there, fly around, and just hit some people.
Absolutely. And when you know that offense has a sense of desperation, as this one is going for short gain, when you know the offense has to make a play, they are more likely to make their own mistakes. And as a defender, you're like, all right, I can capitalize on that. But it is important to read your keys, know your assignment, and do what you're supposed to do, and let them make the mistakes.
And I believe Woodmore is just going to let the clock run down and end the third quarter here. So we've got a 3rd and 9 coming up from the 29-yard line for the Wildcats. End of the third quarter from Frost Cownell Stadium. The score, 44-21. Calvert with a huge homecoming lead.
Hey, it's your boys,
Dominic
and Connor,
and we're chilling with Zach Dillon here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. We are in Tiffin, Ohio, and the Senecas have a 44-21 lead going into the fourth quarter. Dominic Helmstetter, Zach Dillon here on the call, and Woodmore going the wrong direction. Oh, goodness. Michael Seeger, wrong way. How about that Calvert defense? That's all I'm going to say right now. I'll let you take it from here, Zach.
Yeah, they weren't fooled by the end around this time. Coming back from that linebacker position. Yeah, just read it all the way. Big tackle for loss there, and now it's 4th down and forever.
Usually we say it's 4th down territory, but this is not that. They got to punt the ball away. And look at the Calvert defense pointing out the O linemen. Is that another flag?
It is, because he jumped. We'll take a look. Do we have it on replay? Did we pick it up? No, we did not. But absolutely, one of your edge blockers over there. Little movement, and every member on that left side of the defense saw it.
They did.
And you feel like when you have that delayed flag, like if everybody's pointing as an official, you almost have to.
Yeah.
Oh. You almost have to throw the flag.
4th and 21 for Woodmore. Short punt. Very short punt. Goes out of bounds around the 47-yard line. Look, Calvert's going to have great field position. Do you just run the ball?
Yeah, I can give you two words. Ornament, Schumacher.
There you have it.
These guys are getting the ball.
There you have it. I don't know if we've seen John Schumacher run the football yet tonight. Cal Warnement's done a pretty good job so far. Scored 3 touchdowns. Picked up a few yards along the way. 1st and 10 from the 48 for the Senecas. They're looking to finish off the Wildcats tonight here in the fourth quarter. Handoff right up the middle, and they're going to drag him to the ground. And that's number 24, Lee, with the run. Nolan Lee, the sophomore tailback, getting the carry.
Maybe your 2 words are Warnament and Lee.
Yeah.
Regardless, you're keeping the ball in between the tackles.
Take your time, run the clock.
Might hit him with a play-action pass.
Yeah, a little razzle-dazzle.
razzle and dazzle them.
2nd and 6. Lee bounces it out to the left. First down and more. 30, 25, 20. He's like Cal Warnerman, step aside.
And a flag comes down as the horse collar tackle. He's wrapped out of bounds.
Yeah, those can be dangerous if you drag them to the ground. Luckily, nobody injured with that one there. So great run by Nolan Lee, picking up 25 on the rush. Check it. Bounces it out. 25. Drug out right around that 20-yard line. Official spot 24-yard line.
It's the same play that's hit big every time. You're pulling that backside guard and tackle.
So they're going to wave the flag off, and it's going to be Calvert first down. Chain gang didn't even move as they waited to see what was going to happen. Now the chain gang, they're sprinting down the field, working to get into position. So they're throwing the flag away. 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Senecas are in charge. Lee, left side, shoulder, and that's a good run.
Puts them into the red zone. Good run. I mean, they are executing.
Benchwarmers red zone time here for the Senecas. You think the Calvert football players are going to go get a little pulled pork from Benchwarmers after the game?
I heard it was pickle fries.
Well, that's the appetizer, right? Main course, you got to get something big. They got the piggy burger, double the patties, and they got a few things on there. Pulled pork, good stuff. Lee again, right up the middle. This time stopped short. Bring up 3rd down for the Senecas. You know, we might get another field goal out of this if they don't pick up the first down. Can't beat that 45-yarder that Cam Lucius knocked down right before halftime. School record. That was your bit of wisdom there.
A 38-year-old record.
That's crazy.
I wonder if Brad Dietz is here.
I was wondering that myself.
Alumni Day.
Yeah, it's Alumni Day. They got the tent down there. They got some barbecue going. Picture time there at halftime, celebrating 100 years of Seneca football. Did he get it? Wolf, close to that first down marker as Coleman hits his receiver in stride.
We'll take a look at the replay here.
I think he's just short.
Well, that's how they marked him. It's a sprint out, option pass.
Boom.
Breaks a tackle and gets all the way down. I think that ball is actually just short.
Yeah, about half a yard short.
If he's reaching for that, that's a clear first down.
Yeah, so it's right at the 10-yard line, about half a yard short, so it's going to be 4th and 1 for the Senecas. They're going to work on their 4th down percentage here and go for it. Lee up the middle. That should be enough for a first down as he needed like 2 inches. Calvert's got 1st and goal.
Yeah, Lee using that shiftiness. He's a smaller guy.
And Nolan Lee, sophomore, 6 foot, 160.
Opposed to the 180 from Warnerman. Change of pace back, shiftier guy. He's able to just duck underneath his offensive lineman.
So it'll be 1st and goal for the Senecas here at the 9-yard line. They've got a 44-21 lead over the Wildcats, and they're looking to tack on a few extra points before they call it a night. And here we go. Lee bounces it out left. He's going to punch it in. Touchdown, Senecas.
Man, all the contact. Got a defender down. Oh, my goodness.
Nolan Lee.
Hard-nosed football as the trainers are coming onto the field.
That was a hard rushing touchdown there. Nolan Lee, look at him. Boom. Got it. Hear that siren in the backdrop. Seneca Nation, they're feeling pretty good right now, Zach, as they've got a 50-21 lead with 7:24 left in the quarter, in the half.
From the game to online, Baskin Communications has you covered. Since 1906, Baskin Communications has been here for you. Because we're not just serving your community, we're part of it. Trust your local cooperative for fast, reliable fiber internet. Connect with us today and experience the difference of local, dependable service that's built for you. Baskin Communications, your neighbor, your network. Contact us at Baskin Communications for more.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Moments ago, Nolan Lee punched in a 9-yard touchdown score, and we had an injury down on the field. And you can see that contact there at the end of the play.
It was number 11 for Woodmore. It was Adley Anstead.
All right, so PAT's up and good, and that gives the Calvert Senecas a 30-point lead over the visiting Wildcats. And Zach, 30 points here in the fourth quarter means we're looking at a running clock.
Yeah, we have some rules now with that 30-point lead. So the game clock will be stopped only for the following: an injured player, a charged team timeout, an end of a quarter, after a score or attempted try, field goal or safety, or an extended delay. So the game clock will run during the following: the try following a touchdown, an incomplete pass, runner goes out of bounds, the enforcement of a penalty, a first down, or then any other kind of extended play as signaled by the referee.
There you go. There's 7 minutes and 24 seconds left in tonight's game. And the Senecas have been pouring it on. Homecoming tonight, of course. And the Senecas, they were able to crown a homecoming king and queen. Congratulations to Sam Morgan and Emma Kynan. Your king and queen for homecoming.
Sam Morgan, I mean, he is a key piece to this Calvert defense.
Yeah, unable to play tonight, but enjoying some homecoming festivities. Fair catch for the Wildcats right around that 34-yard line, so that's where the offense is going to come back out, and we've seen a heavy dose of their running attack. I imagine we'll see some of the same type of play calls here as the clock will continue to move. Of course, you need to make sure you stay here for our post-game show brought to you by Your Legacy Federal Credit Union. And we've got our Players Spotlight coming at you, brought to you by Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink. And we're going to have to pick our player of the game. It'll be difficult. So many great options to choose from. But it might be somebody on the Calvert Senecas. I don't know.
It might be a
Could be.
record-setting night. Little suspense.
Yeah, fumble down on the field. Woodmore able to pounce and hang on to it.
That was your Wildcat?
That's right. He's like, right for it. Be 2nd and 12 after they recovered the botched snap. And we've got some new names coming in here for Woodmore. Do our best to keep you up to date with those. I believe it was number 13, Gavin Herrig, now in at quarterback for Woodmore. Going to toss it to number 27, Ish Nagy. First down or close to it. .552 left in tonight's contest. I also need to point out that our player of the game, they get a Little Hugo's gift certificate.
My favorite ice cream place in town.
Fantastic. Proud sponsor of Heart of Ohio Sports.
What's your order?
It depends on what I'm craving. Usually I'll go like a vanilla shake.
Oh.
Something simple. I'm usually driving, so it's something I can control pretty easily. Yeah. Ish Nagy, first down.
I'm glad you mentioned it.
I don't want to spill ice cream.
The straw,
yeah, exactly.
the lid, it gave you
I know.
control.
Yeah, I don't want to spill ice cream all over the place. I keep a nice clean area in my car.
When I go to Little Hugo's, I don't go all that often, but when I do go, I spoil myself. You have the Arctic Swirl with M&M's.
Strong choice. Love
Kit Kat,
M&M's.
and cookie dough.
What?
All three.
All three. That's just craziness.
And,
all three?
And they ask if I want the whipped cream and cherry on top.
And
I'll
you
say,
do it?
Yes.
Yes, please. Extra. Ish
No.
Nagy with a carry.
No, I can't say extra.
No? 2 cherries?
No.
Smiley face.
Nah, I'm not going to get greedy.
You just had 3 toppings in that ice cream order there. Greed. We're beyond greed,
No,
okay?
that's called knowing my worth.
This is me a time. I mean, come on.
Doing what we can. 4 minutes, 15 left to play. This is the kind of content you come for.
Ish Nagy still running the football. Just short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up a 3rd and short for the Wildcats. .341 left in tonight's contest. Senecas are we're looking at them improving with a 5-3 record with this victory. And fumble! Big man, he's got it. He's going. Run. Dang it. I think Cole Seifert is the guy that got it. Yes, indeed. Number 71, Cole Seifert.
We're going to add that one to the highlight reel of Dom's play calling. Run. Big boy. Everybody wants it. That would be the
you wanted it.
I do. That's the most exciting
Trying
play.
to wish it into existence. Look at it. Scoop.
Run.
In stride. He scooped it in stride and ran.
Did you see how – can we go back to that?
That was –
Gavin Herrig was hanging off of him like a lion off a water buffalo. Now look at this.
Just picture that.
It's
Got
like
it.
a nature documentary.
Picked it up.
He goes right on top and he gets carried down.
Man, I bet if you were to ask Gavin Herrig what's going to be the highlight of the night for you, he would not have said tackling a large human being. Anyway, Lee running the football. Actually, it's number 14, Cam Lucius, running the football.
Lucius trying to add a touchdown to his list of accolades tonight. I think he runs into Max Griffin here. High snap, good job to pull it down.
Man,
you want to see Griffin get more involved in the run game there. Kind of ran into him, stopped his momentum. There's Bascom Communications first down.
All right, so let's take a look around here. A few new faces. We got number 2, Charlie Palm, in at quarterback. Young man getting a little Friday night action here. Telling people what to do. I like it. Number 14, Cam Lucius, in at tailback. And we're going to have a delay of game. Of course, that won't stop the clock. So 2 minutes and 15 seconds left in tonight's contest. That'll push the Senecas back just a little bit. And these young guys getting some work.
Sorry, scores around the area. Tiffin Columbian beats the B team, Bellevue, 28-14.
Ooh, solid win for the Tornadoes. 1st and 15 from the 22-yard line for the Senecas. High snap over Palm's head, and the Senecas jump on it. Yep, late hit there is number 14, Cam Lucius, jumped on it. And Wildcats got a little too rough.
They're going to call this on Trevor Runkle?
That's the 7th penalty of the night for Woodmore.
That should be a first down.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, high school as in college, once you're down with that turnover, with that fumble recovery, whatnot, that is a dead ball. You can't go jumping.
I got 1 minute left in tonight's contest. Seneca's victory formation, and Palm kneels it down. And one more of those, and that'll do it for Calvert.
It was a great game. I think at halftime, obviously, the Senecas were able to pull away. Is now any kneel will close this one out, Dom.
Yeah, look, we're seconds away from our Your Legacy Federal Credit Union post-game show. We've got our player of the game coming up here as Palm kneels it for the final time. And that will do it here from Frost Cownell Stadium. The Calvert Senecas Alumni Weekend. They've got all the fam in the house to watch this massive victory, 51-21. Calvert hammers the Wildcats. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. We will be back with our post-game show and our player of the game.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports. Hope in Fostoria is your prevention headquarters. Overseeing CARSA, they lead the fight against substance abuse with impactful campaigns like Parents Who Host Lose the Most, Red Ribbon Week, and the Hidden in Plain Sight display. They also drive the Suicide Prevention Coalition, promoting the 988 Crisis Hotline, mental health awareness, and Max's Miles Suicide Prevention Walk. Hope in Fostoria would like to remind you that mental health and addiction issues do not discriminate, but sometimes people do. Words matter. Stop the stigma. The words we use to describe mental illness and substance use disorders can impact the likelihood that people will seek help and the quality of help they receive. The language used relating to addiction is important. Using the right words helps to decrease stigma. Here are some helpful tips. Talk about substance use disorder as a chronic illness, not a moral failing, and be a leader in reducing stigma and promoting recovery from this disease. Learn more about Hope in Fostoria and reducing stigma at hopeinfostoria.com.
Welcome to Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, your trusted community credit union for over 70 years. We're not just a credit union, we're your personal financial counselor. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union is a full-service financial institution tailoring solutions to your needs. Whether it's your first home or planning for the future, we're here to help you find success. Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, a legacy built on trust, commitment, and community.
Your legacy, your legacy.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
For over 150 years, National Machinery in Tiffin has been setting the standard in metal forming technology. Our innovative cold forming machinery is trusted by industries worldwide, from automotive to aerospace. We pride ourselves on delivering top quality products and world-class customer support, ensuring your business runs smoothly. At National Machinery, we're more than just a company. We're your partner in precision, innovation, and success. Visit us online and see how we're shaping the future one part at a time. It's time for high school football on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Welcome back to Frost Cownell Stadium, where the Calvert Senecas come away with a huge 51-21 win over the visiting Woodmore Wildcats. What a game it was, Zach. Back and forth, a lot of scoring, just what we like. And the hometown team comes away with a victory. You see them down there right in the middle of your screen. Alumni Week has been good to them. Homecoming Week, good to them. And it's going to be a great weekend for the Calvert Seneca Nation.
Yeah, absolutely. They came in tonight, Woodmore, as advertised. They had a great run game. Their defense was aggressive. We'll talk about it. Landon Rich, 26 rushes for 171 yards tonight, with a touchdown on top of that. But the Seneca is able to pull away at halftime and this was just a phenomenal performance, probably their best half all year.
No question. And if you were to say earlier in the game, what's this going to look like? It looked like a track meet. DeMoss had a 99-yard touchdown catch and a 98-yard touchdown return in the first quarter. And then you had Warnament come in, 6-yard touchdown run, 5-yard touchdown run. Warnament came back second half, 64-yard touchdown run and a 56-yard touchdown run. Great job. What else do you say? And then, we had some record-breaking behavior here by the Senecas. Cam Lucius, 45-yard field goal.
Yeah, it beats a 38-year record. Brad Dietz, 1986-87 season, hit a 42-yard field goal, and that has stood until tonight.
Yeah, that was a great job. And, of course, one of the other offensive players for Calvert, Nolan Lee, he did a pretty good job coming in throughout the game, rushing the ball. He looked great.
He did 8 rushes for 50 yards and a touchdown, and that's on top of Warnament. So 5 total rushing touchdowns tonight for the Senecas. That was obviously the difference maker.
No question, no question. And we talked a little bit about the turnover battle here in pregame, and Calvert, they came away with a couple of turnovers. They had an interception in the first quarter from Kimmett, and then they had a fumble recovery by Moyer in the third quarter there. They're just a great team effort all around here for the Calvert Senecas.
Yeah, we were talking about our quarterback battles. That was one of our keys to the game. Calvin Lipstraw for the Wildcats. He was at a 50% completion percentage, 71 yards, and a touchdown and an interception. That is basically as advertised. That is a inline stat for him. And then on the other side, Tucker Coleman went 4 for 9, but 132 yards and a touchdown. It was a clean game, no turnovers from him. And I think that's exactly what you want from your freshman quarterback. I mean, he did enough to win. He handed off the ball. He was a game manager, and he did it well.
No question. And, look, this is a young team for the Calvert Senecas. You've got a new coach in here. You lost some key senior stars last year. So you've got some new players, some new faces that are in there working through the system. This is a great win, and we talked a little bit about it at halftime, the playoffs. Calvert has a chance to host a home playoff game if they can just keep winning games.
And they're going to do it on these players that it's off of the backs of Warnament, but it's also off the backs of the guys like Logan DeMoss. I mean, he had 113 yards through the air and a touchdown, plus a 97-yard kick return touchdown. Gets on the board twice there of his own.
Not to mention his defensive presence as well. He's working all 3 phases of the game.
Absolutely correct. We're getting word now that Carey has beat Colonel Crawford. Remember, the X-Stream has Carey at Mohawk next week.
That'll be a good one.
Mohawk needs to win out if they want to be in contention later on in the season. So that's going to be a great game.
Yeah, a little homework for us. Go back, check out the Adrenaline Stream coverage of that Mohawk game. Of course, they dropped one tonight, but they have a chance still. Playoffs, everything's in front of them. They just have to keep winning, much like Calvert. All right, we're going to take a short break right here, and hopefully we'll have our player of the game coming at you soon here. Heart of Ohio Sports on the X-Stream.
Don't go anywhere. You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
At Heart of Ohio Sports, it's obvious. The first thing that comes to mind is sports. But we do a lot more than just cover live sporting events.
Go, go, go!
When we want to watch our highlights from last night's game, there's only one place we go: Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports is owned by Mullins Entertainment and located inside Studio Squared in downtown Tiffin. The space features a state-of-the-art podcast studio, open for public use. Building a platform for creators is one of our top priorities. We connect fans to the action like no one else can. As a business in today's market, you got to stay ahead of the game. And what better way than to get on board with the fastest growing brand in media today? I mean, you can take it from me, or you can just listen to them.
When recruiters want to see our game film, we tell them they can watch it on Heart of Ohio Sports.
Heart of Ohio Sports gives fans the access they want when they want it. And the athletes get the coverage they deserve. Our broadcasts are free, and they always will be. We don't hide behind a paywall.
When my family can't come to the games, they always watch on Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're locked into the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Heart of Ohio Sports.
Hey, it's your boys, Dominic
and Connor,
and we're chilling with Zach Dillon here on Heart of Ohio Sports.
We are your neighbors, your sons and daughters. We are learning life and job skills and getting an education. We're proud to serve Ohio. We are your Ohio Army National Guard. Learn more about part-time service at nationalguard.com/OH.
Want to take your marketing plan to the next level? Let's talk. Shoot us an email at hoosbroadcasting@gmail.com.
Stop down to Benchwarmers in Tiffin or call it in for delivery. Fresh cut fries, locally sourced ingredients, and phenomenal service. Give the Tiffin store a call at 567-268-9268 and place your delivery order now. Benchwarmers Restaurant and Delivery.
I'm Zach Dillon, and you're watching Heart of Ohio Sports.
You're watching Heart of Ohio Sports here from Frostcal Stadium. And there you have it. It's a 51-21 victory for the Calvert Senecas. And we're moments away from bringing our player of the game up here. And joining me, of course, we've got Cal Warneman. And, oh, my goodness, Cal, where do we begin here? 14 rushes, 225 yards. I don't know if you knew that. And 4 touchdowns. You single-handedly outscored Woodmore. How does it feel?
Feels pretty good. I mean, yeah, we've had some offensive struggles this year, and we kind of finally put it together today.
Awesome job there for the Seneca defense and offense here. All right, Cal, take me through this a little bit. I was never a running back, so how does it feel when you break not 1, but 2, but 3, but like four tackles, and then you take it 56 yards down the field? I mean, how's that feel?
I mean, it feels pretty good. You know, it really just starts if we can get that, first level, second level secured. Obviously most linebackers are better tackler than DBs. So if you get those linebackers blocked, you got a much better chance.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you had a 64-yard touchdown run, a 64-yard touchdown run. I mean, those are some pretty big ones right there. And then just overall, the team, you guys just looked really great tonight. I mean, what did Coach say to you at halftime that really allowed you to break things open?
At halftime, we really just got amped up. I mean, kind of coming out the half of that 45-yard field goal, got people going.
That was going to be my next question. So how does it feel knowing that you've got a weapon in your back pocket that can kick a 45-yard field goal?
It feels, I mean, it's only 3 points, but that was a big 3. I mean, it got people amped up. People were excited, so it definitely got us going.
So we looked this up. We had help, of course, but so Cam, he beat he had 45 yards. He beat 42 yards was the previous record. That was a 38-year record.
Really?
I don't know if you realize that. Maybe you can share it with them.
Yeah.
But what a cool thing right there. Okay, so let's talk a little bit big picture here. You guys, you've got everything right in front of you. Playoffs, possible home game. What's the message? What's the focus moving forward?
We just got to keep it going. next week's kind of a different challenge defensively. A lot of throws. They're a bigger school, so we kind of got to handle business. They'll be good. They'll take some shots on us. We can't let them get big plays though. And then obviously we got Hopewell after that, and then playoffs. So
sounds pretty good.
Yeah,
sounds pretty good. Well, Cal, congratulations. You are our player of the game. And, of course, you get a nice little Hugo's gift card. Enjoy that. And you get a Steinmetz Signs and Graphic Ink official player of the game T-shirt here.
Thank you.
So enjoy that. And, of course, you get to wear the amazing belt. So Cal Warnerman, our player of the game, walking away 225 yards, 4 touchdowns with a resounding 51-21 victory over Woodmore. So, hey, enjoy homecoming this weekend.
Yes,
it's going to be fun. And, of course, all the alumni activities that you got going on. Oh, any shout-outs? I should ask you if you have any shout-outs here.
Let me shout out my brother, Reed Ornament.
There we go. Hey, thanks for tuning in here. And, Cal, congratulations on a huge victory.
Thank you.
Hey, all right, you guys are watching Heart of Ohio Sports here, and I think that's about all for us here. All right, so Dominic Helmstetter, we've got the whole gang. We have Zach Dillon, we've got Jacob Ellis, we've got Connor Roush, the whole gang here. Thank you very much for tuning in on the Extreme, and we'll see you next week. We've got a great one coming at you. Mohawk.